If you think you know luxury, these 5 will rewrite your list, especially the last one. Denza Z9 GT, Europe. Tri-motor luxury GT. Picture a low, long Grand Tourer that looks like it's slicing air even at a standstill. That's the Denza Z9 GT, headed for its Europe sales start around November 2025. The proportions are classic GT, wide track, long wheelbase, but the surfacing is clean and modern, with aero worked in everywhere, a sealed nose, active elements, and that tapered tail that settles the car at speed. Underneath, the headline is tri-motor all-wheel drive in the full EV version, with outputs approaching 952 HP. That isn't just for straight-line theater. Rear-wheel steering and torque. Vectoring are there to make a big car feel nimble in old city streets and quick on a fast B-road. Inside, it's executive first. Triple screens for driver, center, and passenger. A Devialet 20-speaker system. And plush materials that land on the right side of luxury rather than flashy. High-speed assist on the motorway, parking tricks in tight garages, and smooth, fast charging round out the daily use story. Pricing for the EU will be announced closer to first deliveries, but expect Denza to undercut German V8 estates while overspeccing technology. Compared with earlier Denza sedans and SUVs, this car is the brand's most Europe-ready statement piece. Grand Tour comfort, EV silence, and the kind of power that turns long distances into short ones. If you wanted a tech-dense alternative to the usual big-engine wagons, this might be the value surprise of the year. If the Z9 GT came in your market with tri-motor power and that Devialet audio, what color wheels are you ordering? Tell me below, and don't forget to subscribe. We're growing fast, and your sub really helps. BYD, Yangwang, U8L Dingshi Edition, Ultra Luxury, Quad Motor SUV, meet the U8L Dingshi Edition, the long wheelbase ultra-lux take on BYD's wildest SUV. Deliveries in China roll late Sep into OCT 2025, and the tech stack is ridiculous in the best way. The powertrain is EREV, a battery electric system with a petrol generator for range, driving E4 quad motor AWD 4. Independent motors mean pinpoint torque vectoring at each wheel and party tricks like a tank turn on suitable surfaces. Add DiSus-P active body control, and you get that magic carpet calm on rough roads, plus rock-steady control in fast sweepers. The cabin? Think executive 6-seat lounge. Wide rear thrones, massage and climate control, huge screens, and a high-end audio system that actually sounds auditorium-grade at low volume. Safety and ADAS are comprehensive. Multi-sensor fusion for lane-level guidance, parking automation, and highway assist that feels more polished than early-gen systems we've tried. Around RMB 1.3 million puts it in the same conversation as European flagships, but with off-pavement skill they wouldn't dare attempt on factory wheels. Compared with the standard U8, the U8L doubles down on legroom, ride isolation, and that front-row tech showcase vibe. If your spec sheet says chauffeur weekdays, wild weekends, this checks both boxes. Would you actually use tank turn, or is it just a flex? Comment yes, no, and hit subscribe so you don't miss our hands-on when export news drops. Motors LS9, 3-row lounge. Range extended confidence. The LS9 lands in Q4 2025 China as a full-size 3-row luxury SUV built around the calm of electric drive with the range security of a generator on board. That's EREV AWD in practice. You run on motors for the instant shove and quiet cabin, while a compact engine keeps the battery topped for long trips. Reports point to 800 V-class fast charging in EV mode, so highway stops are short even when you skip the generator. Expect rear-wheel steering and a high-spec ADS stack to make this big SUV feel tidy in traffic and relaxed at speed. Inside, leans into a panoramic display theme with smart materials. Soft touch where your hands land, wipe clean where life happens. The second row is genuine adult space, and the third row is usable, not just brochure filler. On the move, the chassis feels tuned for serenity first, agility second. The rear steer and torque distribution pick up the slack when roads get tight. Pricing is TBA, but IM typically positions under top-tier Europeans while matching the convenience tech. Versus earlier IM models, LS9 is the most global-friendly yet. Big mileage capability without charging anxiety, and the ride quiet that makes school runs and airport drives feel effortless. EREV or full BEV for a large family SUV. What would you pick and why? Drop your take and subscribe for our deep dive when test cars arrive. AITO, Huawei ADS, M8 BEV, VIP MPV goes full electric. The AITO M8 BEV takes a proven executive MPV layout and finally deletes the engine. The dual-motor BEV setup gives quiet launch, clean overtakes, and sure-footed traction in bad weather. The rollout begins late Aug and ramps through Oct 2025, China, and fast charging is built for real road trips rather than showroom talking points. What stands out most is the HarmonyOS cockpit, snappy UI, clean graphics, and the kind of ecosystem tie-ins, navigation, media, apps that make long transfers feel less like travel and more like a rolling lounge. The cabin is the star. Captain's chairs with long leg support, premium audio, and genuine conversation-level quiet at 100 km/h. Driver assistance leans on Huawei's ADS stack, so lane-keeping, adaptive cruise, and smart parking feel fluid rather than fussy. Compared with EREV MPVs, the BEV version is smoother in traffic, cheaper to run, and cleaner to live with day-to-day, provided you have decent charging either at home or en route. Pricing depends on trim, but AITO historically undercuts European luxury vans while over-equipping seats, screens, and sound. For VIP shuttles, large families, or content creators who live between airports and venues, this is the quiet, modern move. Would you spec the M8 BEV with the full VIP rear package or keep it 5-seat practical? Comment your build and subscribe. We'll compare it to Japan's best-known luxury vans soon. VOYAH Taishan, connected flagship with comfort bias. VOYAH Taishan is the brand's new flagship SUV, opening pre-orders now and aiming Q4 2025, China, for launch. Power is PHEV or EREV depending on trim, so you can daily on electric and keep long trip freedom. The pitch here is a Huawei-linked cockpit and a refined ride tune, exactly what you want for commutes and family travel. 3 usable rows, big screens, fast connectivity, and driver assistance that reduces the mental load without feeling intrusive. Design-wise, Taishan looks upscale without shouting, a clean face, neat light signatures, flush details. The vibe is modern premium, not look at me. On the road, expect an emphasis on ride isolation and quiet. Taishan is engineered to feel settled on rough city patches and composed at expressway speeds. Pricing is TBA, but VOYAH has a track record of delivering feature density for the money. Against earlier VOYAH SUVs, Taishan feels like the technology and material step that puts the brand squarely into the premium conversation, especially for buyers who want Chinese software strengths with European-style ride manners. PHEV or EREV for your use case. And what's more important, rear seat space or panoramic screens? Tell me below and subscribe so you catch our first drive breakdown. That's our ranked look at 5 Chinese luxury models landing over the next 6 months. Denza Z9 GT, Yangwang U8L, LS9, AITO M8, BEV, and VOYAH Taishan. Which one would you daily and which one would you take across a continent? Drop your picks in the comments, smash. Like if this helped, and please subscribe. We're still a small channel and your sub is what lets us keep these deep dive reviews.